So hi there everybody, welcome back to my vlog. It's so nice that you've returned. And so this is the month of February and it marks the halfway point to spring. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, Groundhog Day, halfway point to spring. The groundhog saw his shadow, I've heard, and that means 6 more weeks of spring, not an early spring, but he's only supposed to be right 39% of the time. So who knows, you know? So not only is spring is in the air, but love is in the air as well. And with this vlog, I'm going to talk about the history and some of the worldwide traditions of Valentine's Day, or the celebration of a beautiful thing called love. So through all my research, it seems there is agreement that it appears the identity of Saint Valentine is unclear. The word was murky that I found on lots of research sites that I went to. Somewhat mysterious. There were 3 Saint Valentines who were all saints recognized by the Catholic Church. And all of them have been martyred. So they died for their cause, their belief. So St. Valentine's Day has been celebrated for centuries and contains both Christian and Roman traditions. Legend has it that there was a priest by the name of Valentine in Rome during the 3rd century who quietly disagreed with Roman Emperor Claudius II, who decided that single men made better soldiers, and Claudius II outlawed marriages. Well, Father Valentine had a different opinion, and who undoubtedly knew the importance of love and performed marriages in secret. He literally stuck his neck out to do this. How compassionate and courageous, right? But oops, the emperor found out and put poor Father Valentine to death, probably by decapitation. It was huge back then. Then I researched and found that the Golden Legend of 1260 AD recounts that Saint Valentine was beheaded for the refusal to denounce Christ before Emperor Claudius II. Claudius, by the way, reigned for 2 years, and it said that it's believed that he died of the plague. And then still others agree that the famous Saint Valentine was Saint Valentine of Terni, T-E-R-N-I, who was a bishop and who was also beheaded by the cruel Emperor Claudius II. Still, other stories suggest that Saint Valentine may have been killed in attempting to help Christians escape harsh Roman prisons. So, according to some, Saint Valentine was 2 distinct historical characters who, while in prison, healed a child, then was executed by what? Decapitation. Another legend is that Valentine, who was in prison, had fallen in love with a young girl who would visit him, but before his death, legend goes, he wrote a letter to her and signed it, "From your Valentine," which could have been the first exchanged Valentine. And it's been recorded that the first Valentine was a poem written in 1415 by an imprisoned Duke Charles of Orleans to his wife. He wrote it from the Tower of London, where he was imprisoned, following his capture at the Battle of, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Agincourt, A-G-I-N-C-O-U-R-T. So, you know, no matter what the story is about who the real Saint Valentine was, every one of these Valentines were filled with compassion, heroism, and love, and that's fine with me. It's a shame they had to die because of their beliefs. They all seem to be wonderful people. And there's another tidbit. It was founded that St. Valentine's Day was first recorded in a poem by English poet Geoffrey Chaucer in 1375. So now on to why we celebrate Valentine's Day in mid-February. I found two possible reasons, and one is to commemorate the anniversary of St. Valentine's death, and the other one is to Christianize the pagan celebration of Lupercalia, which occurred February 15th, or thereabouts. So Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture. And it seems a lot of the pagan holidays were subsumed into Christian holidays like Easter, Yule, kind of like a hijacking, you know? But at the end of the 5th century, Pope Gelasius outlawed Lupercalia as it was seen as unchristian. This was when February 14th was declared St. Valentine's Day at the end of the 5th century, way back then. So the Middle Ages, which ran from the 5th to the 15th centuries, in England and France, St. Valentine would become one of the most popular saints. And, you know, some people say, well, it's all to make money, etc. Yeah, kind of, but, you know, what a wonderful thing to do, to celebrate love. You can make your chocolates if you want to. You can write or make your card if you want to. It's more heartfelt that way, has your energy in it. So, yeah, I think it's wonderful because so many people are working so hard nowadays that it's nice to have a reason to stop for that purpose, for love. Stop for love. So here's some romantic overtures usually done in February, the month of love, from around the world. I just love this because it's not just a little thing. It's lots of countries celebrate love, and I didn't cover all of them. So we'll start with England. The people profess their love to each other by giving chocolates and, of course, exchange of valentines. France is much like the United States with the exchange of romantic cards, chocolates, and gifts. Here's a little side note. Because mid-February was believed mating season for birds in England and France during the Middle Ages, the day evolved into a day of romance. Isn't that sweet? I just love that. Yeah. Then we have Wales. Wales is very interesting. I think if I had lived in Wales or live in Wales now and I wanted a partner, and this is what they do when they celebrate love, I think maybe I might have to be single for a while until I get my crafts sharpened up, especially my knife. This is what happens in Wales. Instead of celebrating love February 14th, they celebrate it January 25th, because that's the day to celebrate the Welsh patron saint of lovers, Saint Dwynwen. And lovers exchange beautiful handcrafted wooden love spoons, which contain carvings symbolizing different meanings. And they carve them themselves. It's a big deal over there, I guess. That's what I read. You have to be pretty crafty, I guess, in order to do that. I guess it would be fun to learn. I like wood, but building a spoon, and it's nice because there are different meanings, like luck, love, etc., with the symbolism that is carved into the spoon. And then Italy. Italy is the goddess of women and marriage. Juno is celebrated. And just a little side note, Juno's sacred animal was the peacock. I thought that was kind of cool. And chocolate is very popular, especially the wrapped chocolate-covered hazelnuts with a printed romantic quote inside. I remember when I was raising my kids, we would get those particular chocolates and just for those romantic notes, and it was really a lot of fun. And the chocolate was delicious. Kind of like a fortune cookie, but only romantic notes, which is beautiful. And the festivities in Italy are celebrated for 4 days in Verona, which is the town where Shakespeare wrote Romeo and Juliet. And so there are love letter contests, delicious foods, and concerts in the Piazza dei Signori. Then you have Germany, and that's the exchange of flowers, chocolates, ginger cookies, yum, anything having to do with a pig-like toy, a trinket, and so on. I like pigs, but I was surprised when I found this out. Yeah, a pig, because a pig symbolizes both love and lust. So that's fun. Then there's Mexico, and it's considered the day of love and friendship. And anyone can partake in those festivities with usually dinners and the exchange of stuffed animals, cards, and flowers. Japan, the tradition is that women give to their love chocolate on February 14th. And then on March 14th, which is considered White Day, the men give to their love white chocolate. And that's a beautiful Japanese tradition as well. Spain, the feast of Saint Dionysus, locally known as the patron saint of lovers, is celebrated October 9th in Valencia. And it's celebrated with costume parades and festivities. Local confectioners make marzipan figurines, and men wrap it in silk and offer it to their love. And April 23rd is also celebrated in some regions. It's the Day of the Rose and the Day of the Book in Spain. There's an exchange of gifts, usually roses and books. Isn't that different? That's kind of cool. Different regions seem to have different traditions, and all the regions celebrate it with great fanfare, which is fun. Then there's Brazil. I have 7 more. Then there's Brazil, and it's celebrated on the 12th of June, or Lover's Day, and it's not just for lovers, but also friends and family, and it's celebrated with cards, gifts, music, festivals, chocolate, flowers, and dinners. Philippines, many lovers have the opportunity to tie the knot on this day. A huge mass marriage ceremony is hosted by the government, and it gets the job done without breaking the bank. That's a pretty good idea. Argentina, the Argentinians have a week of sweetness, and instead of February 14th, they have fun celebrating it in July with sweets and kisses. And the Czech Republic, romantic dinners and roses. It falls on May 1st, and some couples journey to visit the Czech poet, I'm not sure of how you pronounce this, Karel Hynek Mácha's statue, which is found near a cherry tree grove, and lovers kiss under the cherry trees for good luck. South Africa, romantic dinners, cards, gifts, chocolate, romantic walks. Some women pin the name of their romantic interest to their sleeve for the day to profess their love. That's beautiful. In Taiwan, men give giant bouquets to their sweethearts on February 14th. If you receive a bouquet with 108 roses, this is considered a proposal. So I wonder if you get one of these, too. That would be really super nice. 108 roses and a ring. But I don't know about the ring. I only know about the roses. And then we're in Denmark. Friends, lovers, and family have fun exchanging what's called lovers' cards. And they can be funny or romantic. Some exchange chocolates, flowers, and intricately hand-cut paper cards called snowdrops, along with pressed white flowers and a poem or message. Isn't that sweet? That's really nice. So, you know, we all we all pretty much know that you don't have to just wait for one day out of the entire year to express love. And maybe we could all try to make some practice at doing it more often, especially in these times. And how about each day? Just make it a practice. A practice. You think about it, and then you think about how you want to express love and who you want to express it to, or it doesn't even have to be a person. It could be a faithful pet, or the love of your life, or your kids, your mom, your dad, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunt, your uncle, a really precious friend. It can even be a beautiful sunset or sunrise, the scent of your favorite flower, a delicious food, a baby's giggle. Oh, and whatever delights your heart and makes it sing, love is present. I've also found that it seems love and gratitude walk hand in hand. What a beautiful couple, right? So, if you like the vlog, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like, that would be wonderful. And till next time, I'm wishing you well, and stay tuned for my love poems. I'm going to shortly have 3 of them on 3 different vlogs. 2 are short, 1 is longer. And I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you enjoyed finding out a little bit more about St. Valentine's Day and what people are doing around the world, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So till next time, wishing you well, and spread the love.